Okay, this is the Mars, and this is audio blog number 3. I'm just going to start off by talking about healthy eating and actual meditation. I have to say that meditation has helped me big time before I go out. I remember when I first started learning about meditation and so on, I started off by just doing 5 minutes, and then I went up to actually doing 20 minutes. Um, Recently, I've been going into like these deep trance states whenever I'm under the content of meditation, and it has really helped my game big time. Helped me have better frame control, uh, took away the stress, and it made me more focused when I'm out in the field. And the healthy eating, I haven't been on a totally clean diet, which I'm planning to do once I actually get some money, because I can only live off like whatever is given to me and so on. So I would like to try that, but I would say that I'm taking a lot of good supplements like vitamin A and zinc, fish oils, omega 3s, and so on, and it has really helped me. I can see there's a change. So I would be an advocate to say like this shit actually works. It actually contributes a lot to your game. Going into the game itself, I remember just going solo, meeting up with White Ranger and Purple Ranger, and going to this weed march. I noticed that whenever I talk to girls, I would just insert sexuality like right off the bat, but in a subtle way, not like a totally creepy way. I don't know if it's creepy to them, but when I say it and how I feel, it just comes off as natural and okay to say. I haven't had any girls like say that's disgusting. Stop talking about it. Stop being so sexual. And yeah, it just really works for me. Sometimes it's like just I do unconsciously. I would just talk about like sexual subjects, and the girls would get into the subjects, and there'd be no problem. So I think that's like a pretty cool thing that I noticed about myself when I talk to girls. And going into like when I'm out of state, because I was actually out of state a few times throughout the whole day, daytime, midnight, nighttime, and like through after hours. I notice when I stop myself, it feels like the whole world stopped as well. And then I ask myself the question, what the hell are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, you have to really stop yourself. You can't just keep on going, keep on going, keep on going, and hoping that it changes. You have to at least have a point where you stop yourself and ask yourself the question. Like, be totally honest with yourself and say, what the fuck am I doing? Like, is this really being a pimp? Are you really being a pimp, or are you being a fucking faggot? You have to be very, very analytical when you look at what you're doing. Because some guys say like I'm out of state and they don't really take into what they're fucking doing. Maybe if you just took at least a good minute just to stop yourself, analyze what you're doing, like just take in what you're doing. Are you being like too much of a fucking friend? Are you just being too much of a faggot? And you know what? Like just change that around. Like say, do you know what? Go hard. Like I don't know, scream beast mode. That's what I do sometimes, and it actually works. Just stop yourself, think, and then go. Don't just keep on going mindlessly, and think that it's going to change. Like, who knows? It might probably will change, but just stop yourself, man. Don't just run yourself down and say, "Oh, it was a bad night." Just stop yourself. That's all you really need. Just give yourself a minute and just go back out. Yeah, just 1 second, kind of looking at the guidelines here of what I'm going to talk about. Yeah, oh man, this is like one important thing that I noticed I do. I noticed that myself and a lot of people, they use lines, statements, and mindsets of these instructors, these RC instructors, which is really good. But I notice that I use them a lot when I'm out of state, and I try to force it. Like, for example, yesterday I was using the statement of empathy when I was just being a total fucking uncalibrated creep. It was just kind of creepy, and I said, "Oh, I know I'm physically confident and so on," and it was so uncalibrated because the girl was like already creeped out, and I was kind of in the middle of like touching her up, and I said the statement, and she's like, "Yeah, I know," and basically got blown out. And the thing is, I'm not really using it as kind of an arsenal, but I'm kind of just dependent on it when I'm fucking up, and just say these lines and just try to be these instructors when I'm in set. And it really does not work. It's just stupid. Because like I noticed that like I don't even use it as a natural method that's basically being internalized in my game, but I use them as a routine. And I notice that a lot of guys use these things that the instructors say as a routine. And I think you should really refrain from like actually doing that. You should just internalize it. Don't use them. Just internalize the principle behind them and say whatever comes up in your head. That's probably related to what they're saying. Don't just word for word. Because I notice I fuck up what I'm saying. I fumble and like say, "Oh, I'm very physically confident," and I would fuck up what I'm saying because I'm thinking too much about what I'm saying. I'm trying to get it exactly 100% right of how Alex said it, or how Tyler said this, or how Jeffy said this, and not really putting my own personality into what I'm saying. So I say you should really stop just stop trying to be these instructors. Stop trying to copy what they're saying, but say something that you'd usually say so you do not fumble, so you do not fucking screw up the statement. Because all these lines are made up from these instructors because this is coming straight from them. They're not copying from anyone else. This is how they would say it. This is their flow is the flow that they have. You know, don't try to imitate that. It's cool to do it to have fun, but just don't rely on it. Yeah, and another topic of basically not shit. Just 1 second. Yeah, I noticed that I was like when I was going full on beast mode as well, doing after hours game. It was oh my god, it was fun, but like I did not get any makeouts. I was just fucking beast and just having fun, but with no results, which kind of sucks. But it's good that I actually catch myself into these mistakes and not try to run in them anymore and try to stop them at their source. I notice like when I'm just beasting so fucking hard, I would just I was try to throw my intentions on the girl like, "Oh, you're pretty," and drag her in close and so on, and just go fucking hard. And when I do that, they're not comfortable enough to actually make out with me, and I just ignore it. And I try and try and try again and try again, try again. And I don't even calibrate at all, which I think this is a bad thing. I should at least try to build a little comfort, try again. Build a bit more comfort, probably stop, talk a bit, and try it again. But I just kind of have a 15-second interval. I'll say something and try again. Like probably the next time is 10 seconds, and then go again. And then the girl's like, "Okay, this dude is just like a fucking creep," and fuck off somewhere. So I think I really need to change that. Yeah, well, other than that, had fucking fun beasting with the RSD boys, and I will fucking continue beasting, but beast with good intentions and good direction. Goodbye.